Having escaped the clutches of a group of dark warriors, Frodo, Pippin and Sam make their way to the Buckleberry Ferry, where Merry is innocently waiting to take them to Crickhollow. They go cautiously, knowing that they are far from safe, even in their beloved Shire. As the hobbits approach the ferry, in the evening lights, dark shapes manifest between them and their destination.
Okay, so here we are with the Buckleberry Ferry scenario, with our hobbits over here, who are trying to make it all the way across the ferry. And what you can't see just out of shot at the bottom here is Merry, who's coming over on the ferry to meet Frodo, Sam and Pippin. And we have our three Nazgul, one here, one in the middle, one over at the far side. And playing those is Wayne. Hello. Wayne.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Bit of a garden hammer here.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So let's start off then with our first priority roll.
Okay.
So 3 for me, 4 for you.
Okay.
So
I need to roll, don't I, to see whether they can move in the right
yeah,
direction.
because they are sentries. So
Okay, so this guy first.
so he is under my control. So Wayne, can you move him 3 sort of
Where do you want?
towards the road?
Towards the road.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to go there. Okay. Guy in the middle. 4.
Right, he's under my control as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him this direction.
Creating a gap.
Okay.
And go on far.
He's under my control as well. I've got to roll a 5 or a 6 for him to be your control. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to move him sort of towards the hobbits, but over in this direction here. So he's away from them. So just to point out, the Nazgul have got 7 will each, which are over there. And this is the pool for the hobbits. So last time Frodo lost some resources, so he's only got 1 might, 1 will and 1 fate, whereas Sam's got 2 of each, and then these 2 fates, that's Merry and Pippin. Sam and Frodo also have 2 wounds each, but we'll just keep a record of that when it happens. So now it's my turn, and they're just going to sort of make a beeline for the gap. So they haven't been spotted yet. And here they go. So off we go then. So we're on to priority for the second turn.
Okay.
So 2s. You had priority last time, so that's now my priority. So I'm going to make a dash for it this way.
Well, this might actually work out better for me, because if I roll well, knowing where you're moving beforehand would help.
Okay, so your rolls.
Okay. This guy.
Right, so
Yes.
he's under your control. 3 inches
So
in the
3
direction of
inches.
your choosing.
He's gonna aimlessly wander this way because he doesn't know what's going on. Guy in the middle. 6.
So he gets to move as normal.
So he is gonna go.
Now this is going to be an immediate problem because we've got a 6-inch sentry here, so he's in range. So that means at the end of this turn, the alert is going to be raised.
Guy on the far side of the board. That's a 3.
So let's get him as far away as possible.
That's looking better already.
So, what I forgot to do was roll for the ferry. It moves d6 a turn, so Merry's coming over on the ferry. So he should have gone twice, so he's gone 4 inches so far. So the ferry should just be coming into shot. Here he comes. Over on the ferry. Handmade by Mr. Wayne Kemp, along with the cottage there as well.
We'll make the river. We'll make the road as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited by the road. Right, so we are on. So the alert's been raised. The cry's gone up. So the Nazgul can move as normal from now on. I've got a long way to go.
This is very different to the practice game.
Yeah, I've got a long way to go here. So perhaps my move was a bit rash there. Okay, so priority.
I can cast, can't I?
You can cast during the next turn.
Turn.
Because the alert goes up at the end of the turn.
Right.
So.
Okay.
So I've got 5.
4.
You've got 4. So right now, what do I do here? I'm actually out of. So you can choose. Cry of the Nazgul can go up after priority, so it can go up now if you want it.
I'll wait.
Right. So Cry of the Nazgul is a -3 to all bravery. Right. So I think what I'm going to do is try and block off this Nazgul with my hobbits. I can't actually reach him. So Sam's going to bravely come in here to try and block him with Pippin. And Frodo is actually going to come this way. But we're going to try and stay out of the charge range. Okay, so that's my turn. Let's just roll for Merry coming across on the ferry. So he's going a mighty 1 inch. Slowly moving the ferry across. And your turn.
So because the Nazgul has spotted these guys, the other 2 can now move freely.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So the alert's been raised.
Okay, so I'm going to move him 6. If you could move the other one 6 directly towards, yeah, just that way, yeah. And then this guy. This guy's going to cast Compel.
Thought you might.
On Frodo. So I'm going to take 2.
2 will.
2 will. Dice. 4 and a 2.
Okay. So Frodo's got his resistance to magic and he's got 1 point of will. I'm going to bank on rolling a 4 with his resistance to magic. Try and keep his will. And I roll a 6. So I resist that. Hold on, Frodo. Okay. Right, I'm just going to...
So this Nazgul here is going to cast... He's going to cast Black Dart.
Okay.
On Pippin.
Oh, it's going to wipe out Pippin straight away.
Okay, so...
just going to use 1.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got to roll a 5.
Cheeky 1 dice, need a 5. That's a 4.
Phew. Okay.
Okay, and then... oh, I moved him, haven't I?
Yeah, you
move,
moved
yeah,
him. Yeah. You haven't casted him.
So, no, he cast Compel.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
So,
and this guy's out of range.
Yeah.
So that's the
it.
turn.
Yep.
He cast Compel, but he didn't move. So you can. It depends whether you want to put him in combat. He's out of range of Frodo, just. But he could go in.
He's going to go.
It's going to go on both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an Nazgul. We can take them both. He's confident.
Right. Okay. So, one thing I didn't play in the first scenario, the last scenario, which I should have, is if one of the Nazgul is in combat with Frodo, they don't lose their will for Will of Evil at the end of the turn. But he will this time because he's in combat with the other hobbits.
Yeah.
Right. So Sam, so you've got the fight value.
3.
So I've rolled a 3. So what I can do though is I could might that up. Sam's going to might that to a 4. So that's a 4. So he's going to use a point of his might so he wins the fight. Okay. Just so I don't lose one of my hobbits early on. Okay. So that's the end of the turn. So we are on.
You wounded.
Hmm? Oh yeah, do I wound? So basically I need 6s. I need 6s by 5, so I don't wound. Good point. Right. So I just assume the hobbits are not going to hurt. Right. Okay, so priority. 5. And a 6!
Oh, he's done me with a 6.
6. So at least I can start to Right, are we doing Cry of the Nazgul?
I want to hold on to it, but yes, I think now
Yeah,
may be the
I
time.
think it's a good call because I need to pin you in place. Right, let's get before we do anything else, let's get Merry across this water. Right, yeah, so Merry's made it in, so he can now move off next turn. He can see what's going on, so he's like, oh, what's going to happen? Right, I think Frodo... Well, first of all, let's see if I can charge... So you've done Cry of the Nazgul, so I'm on minuses, so...
Is it -3?
It's -3. So I might have to check Sam's bravery, but I think his bravery is either 5 or 6. Pippin is 4. So basically Pippin needs to roll a 9 to get in. But if he doesn't, he stays still. Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and pin him. So he's rolled a 7, so Pippin is stuck. Sam, I think Sam's down to bravery. He's either bravery 2 or 3. Let's roll it and then we'll check it if necessary. Right, 3's not going to do it.
No.
So... Okay, so they are standing still, so I think what Frodo's just going to try and bravely run away, leave his friends to face the Nazgul.
Sorry lads, I'm off.
So Sam's like, for Frodo! And then just too scared. Okay, you'll go.
Right. Can you move that guy this way? 6
Yeah,
inches?
and then is he going to cast? Because you should do it all in one go, really.
Okay, so he's going to cast Compel.
Right, okay.
So that's the furthest one, isn't it? It's this one. Thing is, it looks like they got a lot of will, but they burn through them pretty quick.
Yeah.
2 dice.
Oh, actually, he needs to lose a point of will for the combat.
Yep. Okay. So 2 dice. 4 and a 2.
He's on a 4. I'm not actually as... No, I suppose... Yeah, because he's already moved, so I'm not that worried by Compel, so I'm just going to use his resistance to magic. So that is a 3. So he's failed that, so yeah, you can pull him 2 inches in the direction you want.
Okay, can I... Yeah, 2 inches.
Which way do you want to go?
Yeah, that's the point. I kind of want to bring him this way.
You could pull him that way and you could charge him then.
Yeah, bring him.
Yeah,
that's
definitely the thing to do. Uh-oh. So yeah, you're within range. Even with the control zone here, you can go around it and still get in.
Yeah. So he's then going to move to there.
Okay, is he going to cast on the way in?
Actually, yeah.
He won't lose will for being in combat with Frodo.
So 1 dice.
Yeah.
Black dart.
Black dart. Okay. So
One
do with
dice.
this not going off.
So 5 plus.
Yeah. Okay, no, good. good. 1 will down. And then he's in on Frodo.
He's going to go in. And then this
Frodo, no!
He's going to head him off.
Okay. Is he going to cast?
Looking a bit shaky now for the hobbits. He will actually. He's going to... God, I'm rattling through these really quick, these will. Yeah, come on. Sam's going to get black dart. No, Pippin's going to get a black dart.
Black dart on Pippin. Oh, one-shot Pippin. No, he's fine. He's fine. Okay. Right, so we've got combat. Okay, so it is Frodo. 4. Frodo wins the fight.
No!
Out of 5.
The shame of it.
Come on, Frodo. Here's the 6. No, almost. Oh, I could might that to a... No, because then I've got to roll a 5. So let's not use his 1 point of might.
We need to point out how embarrassing this is for the Nazgul, because at this point in the story, they don't even have swords, do they?
No, the hobbits are just using sticks.
So they've just basically fended me off with his hands
him with a stick.
Some harsh language.
Yeah, kicked him in the shin. Okay, so that is the end of that turn. He doesn't lose a will point for being in combat, because it was with Frodo. We've now got Saws going from one side of the garden, and then they've just started on another side of the garden. So if you hear any noises off,
it was
that's
really
what's
quiet
happening.
earlier. When
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
practice
absolutely
game, it was
nothing.
really quiet.
Right. Okay. So
The sentry going up too early
yeah.
has really changed.
Right. Priority. 4 for me, 2 for you. Okay. I've actually run Frodo away, but he's now stuck between. At least I've got my bravery back. So, yeah, I think. First of all, let's get Sam into the game. I don't mean Sam, I mean Merry. So Merry is strolling down onto the path here. And then.
Munching on an apple, completely oblivious to what's going on.
Right behind these woods here, you probably can't actually see what's going on behind those woods with Frodo. But if he goes through the woods, he's travelling at like 2 inches per turn. Might have to go into the woods though. Right, Pippin is. First of all, Sam's going to try and charge this Nazgul behind the woods here. Yeah, you can't actually see that at all. So yeah, Sam's charged in. Oops. Sam's charged in over here.
Guys, just so you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll do some close-ups.
It's back a bit.
Just to stop him casting, Pippin's going to try and charge the other Nazgul. And he does. Oh, actually, he's out of range, so he couldn't do that anyway. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll put Pippin on this one. We'll double up on him. And then Frodo is just going to move into the edge of the woods here. So basically Frodo's in the woods. Brilliant camera work this, in that you can't see any of the action going on. But I'll do some close-ups. Okay, your turn.
Right, we've adjusted the woods slightly so you guys can see. And I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but we've had to sellotape all the trees down because every now and again we get a little gust of wind and it kind of moves everything around.
Right, so we are. It's your turn, so that's my movement done.
Okay, so I will then. Well, I have to be careful with my wheel here. I think I'm going to need it later in the game. This guy, obviously, is going to go straight for the ring bearer because he see him through the
He's going to cast. Oh, looking at his will store.
No. I will. Do you know? Because it might make a difference. 2 wounds he's got, yeah.
2 wounds, yeah.
I'm going to take 1. I'm going to cast Black Dart. I'm going to try it.
Oh, I know
Try
it's
and knock
Black
a wound
Dart.
off him.
No.
Oh, 1. No, 3. So
5 up on 1 dice, tricky.
yeah. Probably not the best way
Okay.
to use the will.
So you've got just the Knight of Umbar over there.
Yeah. He's seen his mate. Oh,
Or
look
is
at
he?
that!
No, he's out.
just out.
He's out.
Oh,
Got to stay an inch away.
inch away.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Sam and Pippin are not happy.
so combat there. So
Yeah. So I've got 2 dice.
okay.
You've got the
dice.
fight value. I've rolled the 6. Yes. Boys are superstars in combat.
They're literally just like open hand warriors, aren't they?
Right, here we go. I'm going to take him out. 6s. Oh, I've got 6.
Oh.
Need a 5.
Oh, he's only
There
got
is
it.
the 5. Come on. So that is a wound, and that is him gone. That is him gone.
He's literally just been smashed around the face with a carrot. And he's dead.
He's out of there.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, indeed. I like to think that was Sam.
It's always Sam, isn't it?
Sam, yeah. Sam smashed him. Okay.
Oh, that's changed.
Yeah, that
that's
changes
changed
things a bit. Right, priority then. And actually, I've only used 1 might so far. Oh, so I'm on a 2. He's
One.
rolled 1.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, but still. Right.
Oh, that was the central one, so he's gone.
We're going to say that Frodo can move as normal. Are we?
Yeah.
So he can move his 4, even though he's going through that wooded area. We'll do that. So.
Yeah, let's just bend the rules to what you
Yeah.
want so you can get to the ferry, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So he's 4. He can still be charged.
I've gone from
You
thinking
can
I've
still
got
be-
this to now thinking,
Right. So I can't do anything about this Nazgul behind this tree here, but I can. Right. So Sam's going to try and charge. Mighty Sam is going to try and charge.
you go for this one.
The knight. Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, Sam bottles it. Double 1s. Right, so can Pippin get in and stop him from... Because I could have 2 on Frodo at this rate. 6, that is just enough. Oh no, they're -1 bravery because of Harbinger of Evil. Because they give this fright bubble. So actually, he needed a 7. Because he's bravery 4.
Ooh, that could be
So they are not in.
massive.
And you are both within range of Frodo. Right, Merry's going to come and open the gate and come out. He might eventually even join the fray.
Okay, so right, I'm gonna.
Oh, I could. Now hang on. I could have used a point of will if Pippin had any will, but he hasn't. So because you can use will on courage tests.
Right. Okay, so
Is he going to cast on the way in, or is he just going straight in?
he's just going to go straight in
thought you
because
were.
I'm just thinking the amount of will I've
Yeah.
got left, and
He can get round that tree. and
he's just
yeah.
aha.
Okay. At least he's not trapped. If you had all 3, he'd be trapped. Right. Frodo is. Ooh, it's not looking good. Okay, here we go. So he's got 1 dice. Come on, Frodo.
Double
2.
6.
Yeah. I think I'll give that one to you.
They're not messing
so 2
around now.
strikes. You need 3s.
They've just seen one of their friends go down. They're not having it. Right. Oh, it's a 6
That's
and 4.
2 wounds. Right. Frodo's got 1 fate, and he's got 1 might. So he's going to roll his fate. So he fails it. So that's his fate gone. But he's going to use his point of might to make that a 4,
Yep.
which will just keep him alive. So Frodo is down to 1 wound.
And I take. Oh no, I don't take that off, do
You
I?
don't
Because
take
it's the
him off
ring
because he's
bearer.
fighting the ring bearer. So things have just swung again.
Very
Frodo
shaky.
now has just got 1 wound left and nothing else.
I think the boys need to come in and save him.
They do. And Sam rolled it. Sam couldn't even use his will to get in because he rolled double 1s. Right. Okay.
Initiative.
So he
Oh, no.
backs away. Right. So we are into priority.
Priority. Okay.
Oh, just move. Frodo comes an inch away. I'll just move in a minute. An inch.
It's a
or
5.
It's a 6. Oh, it's a 6. Right.
You needed that.
I needed that because Frodo is going. The problem is you are out. See, I can't stop you getting to him there because he's so slow. But he's just got to run.
What's the range of their throwing stones?
It's an 8-inch range, but the likelihood of me actually wounding you is so tiny.
Can
Anyway.
you move? Can you move and do that?
No,
All right. Okay.
not with throw stones. Right, so Frodo's moved 4. I mean, they could throw stones at you, but I just don't. Their
It's not-
strength
yeah.
one.
If they could move, and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right, they're gonna. And I don't have things like heroic march, which would be useful at this particular point, which adds 3 to like your movement. Right, Merry's going to come in. He's got to survive basically against him this turn.
Cool.
That's my go.
Okay, so I am going to hear what's going on behind. I'm going to play this to how I feel it would go. So this guy is going to come in on Frodo because he's weakened, and because of what happened to their friend earlier on, this guy is going to turn to block these off.
Right.
Because he's going to see them as a threat. I think if the Nazgul hadn't have died earlier,
Yeah.
I'd go straight for Frodo.
Yeah.
But he's, you know, going to,
Yeah.
that's,
They are ex sort of military geniuses, so
there you go.
yeah.
So he's going to head them off.
Right.
Head them off. Yep.
So it's my priority, so we'll do this fight first. I've got the 6.
He's going down again.
Come on,
I'm going to lose another
Sam.
one.
Come
Another
on,
carrot
Sammy
to the
boy.
face.
No,
Ooh.
not this time. But he does lose a point of will for being in
Yes,
combat.
which is, well, they've both got 4, so I'll just take off. Let's just set something.
Right, Frodo. Going to turn to face him.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Frodo wins.
One.
Good lad. Good lad. Right, come on, Frodo. Knock him out. No. Okay. So it's all coming together now. So we're back on to priority, and I need to get them away from Frodo.
Okay. Oh, 3
4.
ones I've rolled.
Right, so first thing is Frodo's going to hot foot it towards the ferry. Merry comes dashing past Frodo. I'll get him! Will he though? He will. Merry comes charging in. Okay. And importantly, that's going to take a point of will and stop him casting. Right, Sam.
Yeah, that
This
do.
time, I'm going to come around to this side.
Oh, do you know what? That
Then Merry. Sorry, Pippin. Pippin bottles it this time. Again. So yeah, perhaps I should have just run with Sam.
yeah, because I'm going to lose a will on both of them this
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
So
So it's basically just combat, straight into
Yep.
combat because you can't cast.
which one first?
So we'll do Sam first of all.
Okay. 2.
Rolls the 6. He's a beast. He's a beast in.
Getting slapped
Combat.
all over the place.
Okay, and so does he wound? No. Right, here's the important one. Frodo. Sorry, I mean Merry.
4.
4. So it goes to you.
2.
Not a wound.
Okay.
Okay, so Merry comes away.
Yep.
All right. So they've just lost their points of will, so they've only got 2 and 3 left. So it's priority now. I've
3.
got the 1, but Sam is going to call with his last point of might, heroic move. He could have actually, I forgot his special rule, in the last turn he could have called a heroic combat, because he gets 1 for free,
Yep.
but he would have had to have killed the Nazgul for it to go off. Right, so Sam is going to,
So does that just affect Sam?
yeah, it's just if Frodo's in combat within 6 inches of it. Right, so Sam's going to try and charge, do it using his heroic move, and he does, which is at least 5, so he's going to charge in on this one. Need to stop the other one casting, so Pippin's going to try and charge the other one. Pippin gets out of his stupor. What will Merry do? I think Merry's going to... Yeah, he's going to go in and help Sam. No, he's not, because he needs a 7, so he's staying where he is, but Frodo is off.
So I
He's
need
protecting the ring.
I need to push these guys off and get the black dart off.
Yeah, they are going to lose a point of will though.
They
That's
are.
important. Right. Okay, 5 for me. This is Pippin.
4.
So Pippin wins the fight. Pippin
4.
does not wound. So then we've got Sam.
Oh, 4.
2. So Sam hasn't got any might left.
5.
So you wound. So Sam's got 2 fates. So his first point of fate. So he's down a point of fate, but he hasn't taken a wound.
Okay.
Sam is a beast.
He is.
Okay. So we are on priority.
Yeah. Right. 3.
1.
Ooh.
I've got no might left, so I can't call any heroics.
Okay, so that's 12, and that isn't. So
I mean, you can cast before you move.
So he's got 1 wound left, hasn't he? Okay.
Frodo has got 1 wound left.
So I'm going to cast. I'm pretty sure the one that's got 2 is this one.
Yeah.
So I can't. If I use
Actually,
both,
no. He's got 3.
he's got 3, is he?
Yeah, he's got 2.
Okay. So in that case, he's. Oh, mind you, he goes into combat and he's. I've got to go for it though. Got to go for it. Right. 2 dice, black dart
On Frodo.
on Frodo.
Okay.
He's escaping. Got to bring him down.
Okay.
6 and 5.
Right, he's got to use his last point of will. So he's got resistance magic, so he's got 2 dice to roll a 6. Come on, Frodo.
No!
There it is. There it is. And of course, gets his will point back. Because he rolled 6. So, Frodo hanging on in there, staggering towards the ferry. Right, you can move now. You can still cast with the other guy. He's got two left, but you've got to finish his move first.
Yeah. So he is going to. Can I move round?
He can. You'd have to squeeze between the. I'm going to say you can squeeze with his base just past the tree there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I kind of go.
Yeah.
There.
Then you.
Right. And then
this guy.
Yeah. So he's got 2 left. So he's.
Choices.
Thing is, I can't go into combat. He's gonna. So he is gonna. He's basically gonna move around like that.
Yeah. Is he going to cast?
No.
No.
Will is precious.
Okay. So it's my movement, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Frodo, predictably, is onto the jetty. So slow. I don't need to charge you because you've finished your stuff. So there's a gap for me to run through, so I'm just going to run through the gap. Although, if I did charge you, they would just run for it, I think.
Also, the combat's a waste of will.
It is for you. But they would just run for it because...
No, what I mean is you would use my will, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And that would
finish. But
yeah.
I think they would be running for it because they can see Frodo's got far enough away.
Yeah.
Noise is off. Right, okay, here we go. Priority. There's Farmer Maggot's dogs in the distance. I got the 5! Right, Frodo is onto the ferry.
So turn onto the ferry, and then the next turn you can move. Yeah?
Okay, so
I thought
just
we
as
had you
we
with
stopped
that.
it, we stopped it for the Farmer Maggot's dogs getting involved. But we were just having a discussion off camera about whether Frodo is going to wait for his mates. I think he would for a bit.
I think he'd hold on as long as he could.
Yeah, and I think they are just going to run for it, but kind of block the way.
Yeah.
So they're blocking. And Pippin's like, I'm coming! Okay.
Right. Priority?
No, it's your move, because
Oh,
that
is
was my priority. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
So
I have given you
can't even afford to get into combat at the moment. So let's have a look at. Ooh.
You'd have to.
Do you want to measure that just to see if it's
what you're trying to do?
Spell.
Oh, yeah, he is just within 12.
Well, I've got one. So
Yeah.
this is
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. Right. So. Right. I'm going to spend that one, which effectively is going to kill him. But I'm going to go for a black dart
Yeah.
on Frodo on the ferry. 5 up.
No. And he
Jeez.
loses his corporealness, if that's a word, and he disappears into the ether.
Okay, so this has all gone so bad. It was looking so good earlier on. I thought
That kill on your that sort of flash kill on your Nazgul earlier made such a massive difference.
he's upset. This one's he's not happy at all.
Is he going in?
He's just going in,
Oh, Pippin might be not long for this world.
and he's gonna, he's getting a Morgul blade. No, he's not.
Pippin fights him off.
You're gonna do a wound
This
now,
is
aren't
this is it. This is going to be it.
you?
No. But you lose point of will.
Yep.
Okay. So I reckon he's got one Hail Mary black dart left in him.
This has been embarrassing.
Right,
for
priority.
Oh,
I got a 6.
they're all going to get away.
Well, the problem is, of course,
Oh, so what you could do here,
I could try and charge in,
but
but
you could move Frodo first, and then they could all leap.
I could.
Mind you, they'll probably all end up in the water.
I think they're just going to run for it.
Okay. See, I go into combat. Can't cast spells because I've got, one wheel left. Effectively doesn't. Whatever I do, he's going to die, isn't he?
Yeah. So you've got to think about what you can use that will for.
So, can you see if that's 12 inches?
Well, you can move up anyway, and then cast.
Oh,
so you
right,
could
okay.
move up a bit.
Okay.
So
So
you've
if I
got
move,
just short of, yeah.
so
So
he
basically,
sees him
he's
blocking
gonna
away.
Hail
He's
Mary him.
just going to go for the black dart.
I've just thought
Try
of
and-
something else you could do. Look where Frodo is.
Oh, I could compel him into the water.
You could.
That's on the 4+, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let's do that. That's. There's more fun in that because he's not happy. He's going to try and drown Frodo.
Okay.
He's going to compel him into the water. 4+. No, he rolls
No.
a 3.
Yeah. And he goes. And that is the game.
Not yet. You still got to get. The ferry hasn't left.
Yeah.
You gotta
There's
get the
nothing
guy-
to stop it. Right, let me just... Right. Good game. As they go onto the ferry. He's gone. All onto the ferry. And make their way across the Brandywine.
Oh yeah,
Towards
he said it's not over.
Crickhollow.
He's dead anyway. Isn't he?
Yeah, Crickhollow. They go towards...
I can't believe
Arriving.
they all survived. I thought because when Sentry went off really early,
yeah.
I thought at least one of the hobbits is going to
Yeah.
die. And actually, at one point, I thought Frodo was going down. But when you rolled that 6,
Yeah, that was key
save.
because
Yeah.
he was down.
That was huge.
And it was going to be Sam was going to have to come and grab the ring off him and run for it.
so the fact
So-
that you actually all 3 Nazgul
Yeah.
have died, and they're all on the ferry,
Yeah,
shocking from the
it's
Nazgul.
good though.
Shocking.
Good game.
They were-
Lots of swings in it.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Right. Right. So we're going to do the roles of what happens after the scenario and recovering their resources. So have we got someone who we thought was a fool of a took, who didn't do very well, basically cocked stuff up? Were there any of them that were bad?
So it's, was it Pippin when he kind of failed his courage? When
He
rolled
failed
the
his
double
courage
one?
about
Was
3.
that Sam?
That was Sam, but he failed his courage like 3 times in a row, didn't he?
Yeah.
Basically, that means he doesn't recover anything, but he only has one fate anyway. So he's the fool of a took.
So, yeah.
Is there a hero, someone who sort of did really
Sam,
well?
isn't it?
It's got to be Sam, hasn't it?
He's just,
So
he
Sam
always
Sam
rolls
gets
the
to
right
get
dice at the right time.
Sam gets to get D6 resources back because he's the hero of the moment. So basically, he's got all of his resources back. So he gets his fate back, and he gets his 2 might back. Frodo just gets D3 back, so he gets 2.
That's good.
So I'm going to just give him 1 of each back again. So he's got the might, 1 fate.
Yep.
As they sort of have a bit of a rest in Crickhollow. Then once they get if they manage to get through the old forest, they can go to Tom Bombadil's house, and then they'll recover completely. Okay, so that is the end of our scenario.
Battered and terrified, the 4 hobbits make their way to the small hamlet of Crickhollow. They meet their friend Frediger Bolger at the small house purchased by Frodo to cover his exit from the Shire. Frodo makes the decision to leave in the early hours of the morning, fully aware that he is now being hunted. He is unwilling to use the main roads and will use the local knowledge of Merry to make his way through the old forest. Merry, Pippin and Sam all promise to accompany him. They are about to fly from danger into danger.
Thank you for joining us on our journey to the Buckleberry Ferry. How will the hobbits fare as they tackle the perils of the old forest? My thanks to Wayne Kemp for joining me in the cold outside in these COVID restricted times, and for his amazing scenery as ever. Join us next time on our journey through Middle-earth.